everybody. We are doing indie game tryout today. I am not feeling good, but I will persevere. We have the sentient Afro Rhys, and we have the grumpy Russian man Sid. We play Yesterday the World Ended. It's by the same person that made the other games we played last week. Yes.
Rhys, you need to open the mouth first.
Right, yes. Sorry, hairball. Hi, everybody.
You are a hairball.
Yeah, I know. I just had all that hair stuck in my throat of my host. So, yeah, had to fix that.
I'm waiting for the day we're actually popular enough to warrant fan art from strangers online, and they're just drawing horrific stuff of your afro detaching from your scalp.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
an
just
exposed brain.
everything is wholesome except Rhys's character. It's always the fucking afro, just the most visceral thing ever. Blood, guts, is just shaping its way into the skull of this poor, unfortunate man. Maybe woman.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what it feels like this week.
Currently, it's just a man. Oh, there's an idea for next Halloween, though.
What?
Oh, no, I was just thinking, throughout the course of next year, every week or so, maybe Sin will change my avatar slightly. And by the time we get to October, the body's decomposed, you just see the hair alive. Or completely take it over.
It's just like hair on a stand.
Yeah.
Like a display wig.
Yeah.
And there's like a little piece of paper. It's like be right back.
Oh no! I do not want Rhys to decompose. Sentient afros can't get jobs.
Rhys isn't decomposing. It's just the host, Becky.
I don't want Rhys's body to decompose.
Well, you guys better balm it then. Embalm it and, mummify it, then it's not gonna decompose. Simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just take
That's
care of it.
That's still a very, very weird, gross thing that humans discovered to do.
Yep.
I don't even know how they...
Self-voicing?
Oh, okay. I don't even know how that even came about. How do people discover some of this shit, really? Do we do self-voicing?
Well, let's just see what audio captions are, and then we'll self-voice if we need to.
Okay. Oh, yeah, full screen. I should do that.
I keep forgetting to charge my phone. And it crashed.
Oh no. The game crashed?
Yeah, the game crashed.
This stream has ended. Cricket noises.
Oh no. Okay, we now know that this game is illegal in full screen.
Oh, I assume you can still see it then.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
We learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, you should test this shit out beforehand.
Are you saying we should do preparations or preparations, whatever it's called?
You're right, that's too much work. Let's start the game.
Yes, let's start this game. Yesterday, the world ended.
But I'm still here.
But
I actually was gonna say this is a joke, but that actually is the...
Is there any music? Or am I going...
I don't hear any
audio.
Yet.
Oh, there we go. The end of the world was a surprise. We were warned for weeks, months in advance. There were deniers. Nailed it, of course. Even doomsday preppers bulk buying everything to survive, but there was also parties, suicide pacts. Accidental meltdowns. Oh, I'm just gonna turn
Existential
that down.
meltdowns.
I have very sensitive hearing, and that music was way too loud for Becky. Existential meltdowns on live television when people stopped pretending it was a hoax. Packed religious institutions begging to a god that wasn't listening anymore. He was binging Netflix. It was everything! That's what God was binging. It was a 3-part docu series. But then it was calm. Quiet.
Who's driving the train?
The driver's just dead and his head's stuck on the go button, so now we're just stuck on this train. That was yesterday, and I'm still here. Now the world's flooded and the train's just floating along. I ran away before midnight and climbed on the first train I could squeeze into. They were running for free, getting people back to their families for one last act of goodwill. It was cramped up and down with people praying to get to their loved ones before the end of the world. A little old lady let me sing. Blah blah blah. See, I'm still processing this. A little old lady let me sit next to her. She had her whole life packed in a bag and happily moved it so I could sit and stop panicking. It's nice when people just move their whole life aside for you. She told me that we'd all be fine in the end. Grandma lied.
Well, she's gone now.
Somehow,
She was fine.
deep down, I believed her. It's okay, everyone just went up to that farm that everyone's parents tell them about. I'd fallen asleep listening to the frenzied but quiet chatter on the train, strangely soothed from the old woman's words. And then, when I awoke, no one was here. They all ditched me. Like they were all raptured but me. Is it because I'm a twink?
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
But I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Is it because I added Satan to my friends on Facebook?
That could be a possibility.
I checked my phone over and over again, but nothing's changed since last night. Twitter's still a burning hellscape. Only with
Right.
less furry art.
I guess Elon Musk was right. It's filled with bots. Even with everyone gone, everything's still a hellscape.
But at least there was still porn.
No.
Somehow.
Bots? Yeah, porn bots. You get
Ah.
those. They exist.
Internet won't connect. My messages won't send. My mom's last text still says I love you.
Oh, my heart.
Maybe I should have spent my last day with her.
Oh, shit.
Maybe I wouldn't still be here. Alone!
Well, nothing to do but wank.
Can't get this porn. In the end, the internet won't connect.
Just as I start drifting off, my phone buzzes.
Well, you don't have porn saved to your phone, you fool!
You didn't think
It's
things
eerie.
ahead.
Eerie, out of place, and wrong, even if it would have been normal yesterday. And I know the number. I know who's calling me.
Well, tell us then.
He wasn't raptured either, I guess. I think briefly about ignoring him. I ran away for good reason. Not to answer some blind call when the world was supposed to be gone. Oh dear. And yet still, I swept my phone open and answer. Like a desperate idiot. I always hated silence anyway. Hey!
Please.
Okay. You're alive!
He sounds shaky, tired, panicked, probably everything I sounded. I guess I am. We stay silent longer than earlier, than either of us likes, and then he sighs.
You didn't have to run away.
Let's sigh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Then let's not. Come back. No one else is here. I checked all the houses down the street. It's just me.
He just casually broke it into like everyone's house and stole all their cats.
Dynamic entry! Come, Mittens!
Maybe the cats were gone
Dynamic entry! Come, Fluffy!
Meow.
Please come back.
No.
But Tom is lonely. Isn't that right, Tom? You can't taste Jerry anymore. How many times did I have to tell...
That's me. I was letting you finish.
Alright. I'm saying it can be now.
Okay. How many times did I have to tell him that last night? How many times did I have to tell him it wasn't what I wanted? I don't care if the world's ending or not. I'm not going to force myself to do something just for the experience. Just so he could die blissful while I die out of place. Out of mind, completely not myself. I don't care if we're the only ones alive now. I still don't want it.
Luke. Please.
Look here. Listen.
You didn't listen to me. Why would I come back?
Because I got a big throbbing dick!
He forced my mouth open to kiss him, even after I told him I wasn't sure. Luke, you deserve better. You have rights, and you should kick this guy in the ass!
Well, I know some will go in his ass. This hunk of meat!
I sense a pattern within these games.
Press me against his bed until I managed to knee him as hard as I could and escape. Good for you, Luke!
On one hand, you have the same scenarios play out and they're romantic. On the other hand, you have these scenarios play out and now they're problematic. Which is it, Offer?
I think it depends on the content and if there's consent or the absence of it.
Which is it, Offer? There wasn't consent the first time we played these games, Becky. It was literally Satan pushing him down. Literally. And it turned out to be a good thing.
I don't fucking know what to tell you.
That's what my point. That's what my point is. Which is it, Offer? Tell us. I'm starting to get very concerned for you.
I mean,
like you're
now,
doing this to yourself. I'm not even like belittling. Like I'm getting some mixed signals here.
Author, please have a seat. Let us talk.
Maybe the author is processing something. We don't know the author.
Well, obviously we don't. That's why we're asking. Do you need help? We can help you. Or at least listen to you. We're curious, generally.
We just want good things for you. He just wasn't content with the little things like I was. Holding hands, hugs, cuddling until 3 a.m., imagining a life together as we grew old.
Aww.
Aw, see, Luke's a wholesome boy. He doesn't want all that other naughty stuff yet.
Yes.
He said he understood. The rest wasn't for me. Not even when the world was ending.
Oh, is this me? It's hard to tell because there's no indication who's talking.
If his mouth's not flapping, it's me. If his face is not moving, it's you.
I think it's if it's italics, it's the phone.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought since the world was ending, you should feel how nice it is at least once. I thought it was what you wanted.
You didn't even ask. You just...
Yeah, say there's no italics.
You only cared about what you wanted as the world ended, not me. Oh, I think Luke might be ace. Like, he was just looking for emotional connections and...
Emotional damage.
Becky, I'm gonna say something to you that I usually say to you for shits and giggles. What was your first clue?
I need something to beat a man with.
Oh no! Household abuse! Click the record
Oh god!
button!
Put down the slipper! No!
I'm
Ah!
not even doing anything yet.
Oh god! Someone help me!
Yet.
This beating
People,
me!
it's predetermined!
I have stolen your flannel. I have stolen your backup flannel.
There's also theft involved. There's a motive, people! A motive!
She's abusing a black man! Send help!
Oh no! Now racism's
Oh, no, wait.
involved. He's calling
Oh, no,
out
wait.
his B card.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
no.
No one will help a black man.
Oh wait, I'm
Ow,
only half
ow.
a black. God damn it!
Ow. Ow.
Help my right half!
Ow.
At least it's the bottom half. God damn it!
Okay, no more laughter. Pain is crippling me.
Anyway, moving on. Move right along.
It's a retread of our argument from last night. At least he wasn't screaming this time, blaming me for ruining our last night alive. He ruined it when he didn't listen for consent.
What, do I need a form or something?
Yes! If you can't just... If there's not enough for you...
I think if you take consent to that length, I think it's not meant to be, buddy. Just go and be alone.
That's
God.
what Luke did.
My goodness, could you actually imagine if you're trying to get with your partner and before you do anything, just cite you a document?
Well, the thing is, like, I get the idea behind, like, the ridiculous amount of consent people need these days, but I can tell you this much, that it's not gonna make you satisfied within a relationship. Because people appreciate spontaneity, and yes, it can turn into these situations.
Yes.
Well, there's never spontaneity.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's the other end of the spectrum where it will make your relationship as dull as fuck. Because everything is a check mark you have to, like, check off the list before you do anything. Anything.
I think it's more just learning to develop being able to, like, read the signals. Like, it took me and Rhys a while.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
and that's not what I mean. But people take things literally as well, where it's like a consent becomes a consent form. Like, obviously, you need consent to do, like, any big things.
Yes, of course.
Like, my ex, like, jumped over what I was comfortable with, and I didn't have a good time. But I can see the intentions behind it. But that's
I mean,
but that's just a thing that we didn't develop at the time.
Actually, it reminds me of the show Bex used to watch, Tuca and Birdie, where she was kind of bored of the usual things her and her partner were doing. So her partner tries to spice it up a bit. And, you know, he's just like lightly spanking her, what have you, and playfully calling her names. And he quote unquote goes a bit too far. It's nothing too major, but his partner's like, "Oh no, that was too much, too much too fast," kind of thing. It's like,
Well,
"Oh,
it's just
sweetie, are you okay?"
his version of day talk was things like saying she's a bad girl, and he's very disappointed in her, which are both big triggers of the female character Birdie.
Yeah.
And he stopped as soon as she, like, started crying, which is good. Like, they have a very good relationship in the show.
Yeah, but this is, well, it's not exactly what's in this thing, but it's similar to what he's getting at.
Like,
Like,
you
need consent, but that spontaneity, that breaking the mold, otherwise it just becomes boring and dull all the time.
Basically, you can be spontaneous, but if the partner is not into it, a good partner would stop.
Yeah, my point is, if your partner is showing signs of absolutely no interest in going forward and just it's not gonna change.
Mhm.
And that relationship might also be fake as all hell in terms of it's not gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna be in this. You might as well just stay friends. You can be friends with
I
benefits
agree
if
with
you
you.
want,
Mm.
and by those hugs and like what he means, like where it's just like where you're just like
Hugs and cuddles.
lying in bed and cuddling. That can be those benefits as well, but you're not gonna have a relationship. You're always gonna be like on your side. You're always gonna be missing that, and that's not healthy for you either. You're going to grow.
Yeah, I love how this
frustrated.
guy's. I love how this guy's kind of looking at us, just like, guys.
I didn't need this therapy right now. The world ended.
But it's the perfect time for therapy, Luke.
Yeah, Luke, we're trying to help you out, buddy.
Okay, right. You're right, Luke. The ghosts of winter's past will let you get back to your conversation. He sighs on the other end, long and harsh. My stomach flips with panic. Oh, same. My heart's suddenly racing. No, I'm not there. I'm here. He can't do anything about it this time. Aha! I win.
Luke, what can I
Shut
do to
your
make it up to
feelings.
you?
You can stop with the Darth Vader impression. You know I hate Darth Vader. See, man, this is why we broke up. Because you're so fucking obsessed with Star Wars.
But Luke,
Look,
I
look,
am
man.
your
We
partner.
talked about your heavy breathing problems. Could you please stop?
You look so distraught too. Luke,
I'm hanging up if you don't stop this shit.
I am your partner. Join me
Didn't.
in the bedroom. He hung up. The fucker hung up.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Join me in the cafeteria for a great luncheon. It'll be unforgettable, I promise.
Didn't. Bad times the job of calling back Luke.
It'll be worth the world.
All I want is for you to leave me alone. That's it. Nothing else.
Search your feelings, Luke. You know him. You know it to be true.
Back up, sarcastic Russian ghost man. He takes a sharp breath. I brace myself.
Please! We're the only ones left alive! I haven't exactly checked anywhere else, other than the houses down the street. But I know we're the only ones alive!
I wasn't expecting the sadness in his voice, or how vulnerable he sounded.
No, no, no. I don't want to be alone.
I still hung up on him.
Motherfucker!
I ignored the immediate call back.
This is where you turn off your phone.
Or block it, at least.
No, just
Even
turn it
as-
off. Just turn it off and relax.
Just yeet it out the train.
I mean, there's no internet. There's no music. I'm guessing because he wasn't listening to it. You don't have any headphones. Just turn it off and sit back. This is something I
doesn't need
hate.
headphones anymore.
This is what I hate about couples in the bus, where they're just constantly yelling at each other over the phone. They hang up and they sit there, and the phone rings, and the phone doesn't ring silently, and they're just sitting there, refusing to pick up, and then they finally pick up, and then they keep yelling, and then they're like hang up again, and then it just repeats and repeats and repeats, and you turn to the person and you're just like, bro, will you fucking turn the phone off if you... I know you're like fishing for drama, but fucking turn off your phone. If you want that silence so much, do us all a favor and actually achieve it.
I don't know why, I just imagined with Sin's example that the couples are literally just sitting next to each other, not talking to each other, but talking to each other on the phone, sitting next to each other. I know that's not what he meant, but that's how I
even
imagined
worse.
That's even fucking worse. Like I am
I don't know why I imagined it that
justified to
way.
break your phone at that point.
It's just like, you're right next to each other. Communicate!
Yeah,
Could you
I come up
imagine?
to you, I break your phone in half, you look at me like, what the fuck, man? And I just walk away like a grumpy old man. Kids these days.
Oh, God almighty.
Ah, even as the way he said please echoes in my ears, even with how scared he sounded about being alone.
Please, please, Chamberlain is friend of the Gremlin. Please.
No, I won't answer it. I won't call back. I get the feeling he's doing his damn Dr. Crusoe impressions right now to cope with the loneliness. I ain't dealing with that shit. We're done.
Please, please.
It's funny how pathetic he is.
Chamberlain is friends of the Gelflings.
I
Yes.
can
I
now
think I'm
imagine.
bad at
I
it.
can now imagine him doing that stupid He-Man parody he loves so much. And I tried. Oh my god, did he try? Tried so hard.
And I said, hey.
Just crying dramatically into the wind.
He always does
Oh my
that when he
God,
breaks
I
down. I
tried.
can't stand it anymore, man.
I used to love it as a silly meme. No, it's depressing as all
But
hell.
now he does it every fucking day.
I think I'm better at myself than at what happened.
Then at what happened?
He promised he wouldn't force me into anything I didn't want. Promised me he was happy with me the way I was. And all I did was believe the lie, like an idiot.
Unfortunately, it's more common than you think, buddy.
I guess the end of the world facing your own sudden mortality brings out who you really are.
Oh, that reminded me
Hmm.
from the Sam Raimi trilogy, where it's just like, a true man really shows his colors before his death, Joker's line from The Dark Knight. And when faced with Green Goblin, J. Jonah Jameson never gave up Peter Parker.
Yep.
Despite how much he always yells at him, berates him, you think he's a real asshole? No, he protected Pete
Yep.
in his own way.
What do you mean in his own
Well,
way? He literally said like, "Yeah, no, I don't."
Yeah, I get
I
his stuff. I get his stuff in the paper or something. No,
In the mail.
mail. Thank you. Oh, Beck's paid attention. Yay!
the pain is making her concentrate and pick up memories better.
Yes. Well, just selfish pricks in the end.
Phone rings.
The train slowly stops and an automatic announcement rings out. I guess I'm here. Wherever here is.
Please watch your step as you pile out of the train. Don't leave your baggage as the train will be destroyed in 3 minutes.
It has to go pick up a twink at a bus stop.
Oh, before I forget, for all those who are actually watching live, if you're American, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Turkey Day.
Happy
If this
Turkey
comes
Day.
on YouTube, it'll be long since past, but all the same.
I can
Ah,
actually
there he is
say
again.
when it's gonna be on YouTube. Magically.
Ooh. Ooh.
It'll be January. The end of January.
Yep. So happy New Year.
Might even be 26th of January. Wait, like almost a week past Rhys's birthday.
Hi.
He'll be 36.
Okay.
Doodoo. Oh my god, I will. Fuck. Has it been that long? Wow. Existential crisis.
I'm gonna change your face to an existential crisis mode. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
No, I don't have to answer.
Much appreciated.
I silence it and move on. Just because the world ended doesn't mean I owe him anything.
I love how he says the world has ended, yet we've seen no indication that it has.
Yeah. His
With a
world
deep
ended.
breath, I head through the train
metaphorically,
doors. Maybe it's a metaphorical apocalypse.
which
Yeah.
I just said.
Yesterday, the world ended. And I'm still here. Ooh, I love that song. I love Treasure Planet.
Oh, okay.
Hey Becky.
Yeah.
There were no choices.
Nope.
None whatsoever. What the fuck?
So I guess that's what a pure visual novel is.
Yes.
I mean, sure, but okay.
Usually, even visual novels have a little bit of choice behind them, but
Hmm.
yeah.
I guess the author actually was going through something.
This is more like a storybook.
Oh wait, I think I know how it is. Like the Life Eternal one was them realizing they were a toxic, abusive, gaslighting prick. This one is them coming to terms with that, and then the one at the bus stop is them finding a better person to be with.
Basically.
Fascinating.
You know, I think or my specifically little rant extended this game by 15 minutes.
You know what? That's not a bad thing. You could say it's not the end of the world.
Well, sometimes a game isn't necessarily meant to be like played. It's more.
What do you mean? That's the actual
Well,
definition of a game.
Well, sometimes people just make something that they want people to observe, take in, and then
that's
have a
not
discussion
game.
about.
That's not a game then.
That's a book.
Yeah, that's a book.
Well, I don't know. Life's a game.
No.
Life's a game.
There has to be a fail state for it to be a game. Literally, that's the definition. There has to be a fail state.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a fail state, then it's not a game.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a visual novel.
Yeah,
That's not
this is a storybook, which is fine again, but this is not a game. There's
Becky
no
accidentally
choices.
broke her rules.
There is nothing. No, it's fine.
No, don't worry about it. We're not dissing. We're just saying.
Yeah. It's kind of like I actually don't remember. Was it Dear Esther?
I think I've heard of that one, but I don't know.
It's way back, but I think like when that game came out, essentially walking simulator became a term, and story rich became a term, and yeah, like some of those games start introducing no fail states, and people start debating like, well, this is not really a game, and yeah, like to have a game, you need to have some sort of fail state.
I guess it's more of an interactive story.
Even if you have like a choice of like I present you with 2 buttons, and if you click the wrong one, you lose, Becky. That literally is a game. Like we're playing press the right button, basically. It's a chance.
You know, it's like,
but it
yeah.
is it is what
no
it
different.
is.
No different putting a coin in your hand, putting them behind your back, and asking someone, "Where's the coin?"
Yeah.
It's still a game.
But if I sit you down and I tell you a story, that's what it is. It's a story. There's no game. The game was you not falling asleep to my story, I guess.
I suppose.
But that's a very mean way of putting it.
Obviously, you've got your make your own stories, where I think Goosebumps did it, but there's obviously other ones.
Oh, you mean choose your own adventure books?
That's the one.
Yeah, that's a game. So
yeah,
you get a choice, and you can argue a fail state. You get a worse choice. You don't have to completely lose. You just get a worse choice. So the good ending, bad ending, or you get the, like, for example, the leave ending, or you get
no.
We
It's like
ending,
where you get. It's like choose between kissing Jonathan or kissing Dio.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't get a choice.
Yes, you did, because you didn't commit.
Yeah,
you had 3 choices.
You had plenty of choices. It's just that game specifically, I noticed, has consequences of choices show up much later.
Which is actually quite intriguing. Like, what was that game? Not Being Human. Detroit, was it?
Yeah.
Detroit Being Human.
Yeah, thank you. Detroit.
Become Human.
Yeah. Like some choices you made really early on have consequences later down the line.
Yeah.
Like if you actually look at the comprehensive story tree they've got going, it's insane.
Yeah. Similar things happen. Like we were playing Broken Sword yesterday, and I told Lucas, like, hey, your choices will shape conversation trees later on. And he's like, oh fuck, did I fuck up? And I'm like, no, at this point it doesn't matter, but characters will say different things based on what you've done. So when the cafe explodes, like you have a choice to go into the cafe. You don't have to, but you can go. If you leave and try to leave the area, the police will arrive, like always. But if you go into the cafe, you get some more information. You can talk to the waitress. You can you have the choice of giving her a drink. Like first thing she asks is like, "Are you a doctor?" And you can say yes or no. If you say yes, you're going to be referred as a doctor by the police later on while they question her. You also have a story you tell, and she can corroborate it. But it doesn't matter because the police don't they dismiss you anyway. However, if she also asks for a drink because she's in pain and just disoriented from the blast. She's like, give me that brandy, and that's where you can tell her no. But if you do give her a brandy, she takes a swig out of it like it's water.
Damn.
So she downs that, puts it down, you have your conversation with her, but then the alcohol kicks in, so when the police arrive, she is in no state to talk to them. And she also doesn't corroborate your story, but again, it doesn't matter.
Fair dues. Because it's us giving you a sense of how the game is.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you got lined up next, hon?
Well, the next game I have planned is a remake of their first game.
A remake?
Yes, it's a demo for a remake of their first game, which is an action adventure game.
Okay, let's give it a go.
So we will see you in a bit. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.